we are proud to present the Showtime Comedy Club All-Stars 2, starring Alan Thicke, with All-Stars Tim Allen, Wayne Cotter, Vic Dunlop, Mark Schiff, Bobby Slayton, from the High Sierra Casino Hotel in Lake Tahoe, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, Alan Thicke.
Thank you. Thank you so much. No, don't get up. All right, are we happy comedy campers here? Good. Tonight you will meet 5 all-stars, some of the brightest comics playing the comedy club circuit today. I guarantee this will be as much fun as you can have with your clothes on, folks. Now, I myself have great respect for comics. In a previous life, I wrote TV shows for some of the biggies. Yes, I did. Richard Pryor and Bill Cosby. Hello, Robin Williams. And in fact, if they were here tonight, I'm sure they would tell you that they owe much of their current success to me. And since they're not here, I'll tell you and hope they're not watching. As the father on Growing Pains, I am one of the favorite dads in all of television. Now, this is based on an actual survey conducted among members of my immediate family. On TV the last few years, I've been raising 3 kids, which in California is 1 of each. In real life, I have a typical teenage son. He's a hormone with feet. You know the age when their pants come into the room 10 seconds before they do? That's my boy. And every generation, isn't it true that every generation has new things that seem to challenge its morality? We have to deal with that on television. I remember when us yuppies were growing up, remember rock and roll was new and it was considered evil. The church thought it was the devil's tool. That's right, it made you dance too crazy, wear your hair too long, and think unnatural thoughts about Annette Funicello. But our morals were pretty simple then. You put $2 in the collection plate and stay away from barnyard animals. That was it. We were happy then, and why? I think it's because we didn't have Dr. Ruth around to tell us what we were missing. We never even heard of half the things that horny little woman talks about. Well, Dr. Ruth tells you everything. How fast does sperm swim? Come on, you're here to learn. The answer is 7 miles an hour. And you can't outrun the little suckers either. They got those teensy little jet skis on the back. Dr. Ruth tells us that 20% of American adults at some time or other will experience group sex. 20%! There's 18% right there at one table. Come on, I don't mean to be an orgy pooper here, but when I grew up, group sex was when you had a partner, you know. Boy. I never understood group sex. How do you know who to thank? 20%. Dr. Ruth says that the best thing to do, Dr. Ruth will tell you, surprise your partner, be playful. What about edible underwear? Come on! Surprise, I'll say. How do you explain to your date your shorts have melted? What flavors do they come in? Jalapeno? I'll take some pizza patties, please. Double cheese. Hold the anchovies. Thank you. It's for all of these reasons that some people in our society today are practicing celibacy. For those unfamiliar with the term, celibate means cranky. You know, they say that, I think a lot of people think that it's easier to teach kids those family values if they grow up in a small town. I'm not so sure. I grew up in a small, tiny little gold mining town in northern Canada, and this was a wild town. girl was considered a virgin if she was less than 5 months pregnant up in Kirkland Lake. It's a hockey town, rugged guys. Only sissies had teeth in Kirkland Lake. You were considered attractive if you didn't have a runny nose up there. No big-time, fancy-schmancy kind of nights like this. Semi-formal was when your fly was done up. Best-looking girl in town was inflatable. You've heard of these kind of places where men are men and moose are nervous. Yes. But I feel good tonight, and with very good reason. We have 5 very talented comics. They were chosen out of 187 acts that appeared on the Showtime Comedy Club network in the last year. Let me tell you something about Mark Schiff. His mother once told him, "You think you're so funny, why don't you go and become a comedian, run around the country making fun of your family?" Well, being a good son, he is doing just that. He's opened for Diana Ross. He's a veteran of Late Night with David Letterman. He's an actor and comedian, a man who claims he loves working in clubs because of the waitresses. Would you please welcome from the Comedy Castle in Detroit, Mark Schiff.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Oh. What about Alan Thicke, ladies and gentlemen, huh? Unbelievable. Good evening. How are you? All right. Lake Tahoe, are you winning? Anybody making some money? Oh, yeah. Well, that's the way God planned it. It's, I play Keno. We have Keno players, right? I've come to realize that my birthday is a very unlucky day now. You ever have dinner with your parents? Look at them and think to yourself, if these weren't my parents, I'd never visit these people. I used to get drunk when I lived with my parents. Come home drunk on the verge of like throwing up. They stop me. Have you been drinking? I'm like, Ma, get out of my way. I haven't had any, Ma. Get out of my way. I had some bad fish. I swear to God, I'm never going to have fish again, Ma. The car, it's in the river. That's where I was having fish, Ma. And mothers are good. They just want you to feel better. Fathers rub it in. I'm in the bathroom, my hands and knees dying. Driving that porcelain bus home. Dad, get out of here. Dad, my brains are coming out of my head. Ma, get him out of here. And he's looking at me like, hey, big shot. That's my boy. Why don't we have another six-pack, pal? Then we'll go out for some clam chowder, right? Your mother's making a nice eel soup. Ma, get him out of here! And then as soon as he leaves, I lay down on those nice, cool tiles. Drunk people love those tiles, don't they? Just hugging that toilet. Oh, what a great day, man. Oh, I'm gonna do this tomorrow. Oh, boy. And then you lay down in bed, keep that one leg off the bed, stops the world from spinning. And you don't know if you're gonna be sick or you're thinking, I gotta throw up. You get up, walk like 3 steps. Nope, gotta lay down. Nope, gotta throw up. No, gotta lay down. Please, God, help me. I will never drink again. And my folks always thought I was on something anyway. I used to come home like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, start cooking up a major meal. Parents are sleeping, open their freezer, take out a big turkey. Yeah. Put it in a frying pan. My mother's waking up my father. Go see what he's doing, all right? He's going to burn the damn house down. Now I love my father, but how do you take orders from a guy in his boxer shorts? I'm in there, he comes in the shorts with the belly, looking at me going, hey, what are you, hopped up? You're hopped up, aren't you? And why do fathers always have to scratch their ass when they're thinking? The hell is going on in this family here, anyway? I've had it with your shenanigans here. What the hell is wrong? And they always make that one face they make when they scratch themselves. They look up in the air like... And they try to be hip. They try to name that drug. What are you on, Goofers? Get the dog out of the frying pan, all right? Meanwhile, in those shorts, he looks more hopped up than I ever look. And nobody wears boxer shorts right. That fly is never in the middle. It's always on the side, because otherwise you fall out of those things. My mother looked at him and go, put that away. I don't want to see that for breakfast. Put that away. In fact, it's Sunday. I don't want to see it at all. I remember when I was 4 years old, I used to walk around the house in my underwear. My father being his, it'd be like a big underwear highway in the house, you know? Walk by, nice underwear, Dad. And then when I was 4, I would actually stand in front of the house in my underwear with my hand down my pants. Because at 4, you know you found something. Right? You're not sure what it is, but you know it's going to have great value one day. And my mother would come to the door, look at me and go, get in here. Get in here. Get your hand out of there. Where do you learn that? You don't learn that from me. And I'll point to my father. He's there with his hand down his pants. I'll tell you something. I don't care how long you've been married or underwear. There are certain things I'm convinced people should not see naked. This is true. Like, women should not have to see men bending over, changing the channel on the TV naked. Something thoroughly disgusting about this. I don't know what it is. But women have to sit on the couch and go, honey, get away from the TV. I don't care. Whatever's on is fine. Get away. Wrestling from Uganda, fine. Get away. You know, I'll tell you what happened. Some woman saw this and immediately invented the remote control. That's what happened. You know, I was mentioning underwear. You want to talk underwear? I thought, you know, boxer shorts were bad. My grandparents lived with us. Grandmothers have the biggest underwear. This stuff is huge. Where do they get this? What is there, some company that makes grandma issue underwear? And all she did all day was soak this stuff in the bathroom sink and leave it floating for like months. Every half hour, little bubbles coming up out of it. They go, Grandma, it's alive. Get it out of here. And the strap on the bra was like this wide. You could pull it and shoot her across the room. Ready, Grandma? I'm going to shoot you into the bathroom. And the cups on the bra. My mother used to serve nuts at parties in these things. We used to have a dog when I was growing up. We have any dog owners here? Dogs are the best, aren't they? Yeah. You know, I used to have this dog. He used to walk me to the door in the morning, give me this face like he felt bad I had to go to work. They go, oh, you going to work again? I'm sorry. I'm going back to sleep for 11 hours, all right? And you can do anything you want to your dog and they love you. I used to take my dog's nose, put it in my mouth and try to blow the dog up. I think we have some nose blowers here, don't we? Take that snoot like... Watch him sneeze for a half hour. And the only time he tried to bite me is when I grabbed his back legs and did the wheelbarrow with him. Remember the old wheelbarrow? Yeah. He's like... And my mother's going to put him down. I go, no, he likes him. I don't worry about it, right? And I used to kiss my dog, till one day I caught him licking himself. That was the end of that. Boy, they go to town, don't they? And they always wait till you have company over the house. Right before dinner, they start working on themselves. And my mother will not yell at the dog. She'll look at my father and go, look what he's doing. He doesn't learn that from me. Thank you very much. You've been very nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're a pleasure. Thank you.
Nominated for Best Nightclub Stand-Up for the American Comedy Awards, our next All-Star became a comedian because he loved watching them on TV as a kid. If he'd grown up today, he might have been a Muppet Baby instead. But no, today he's a regular guest on the David Letterman Show. From Caroline's in New York City, this is Wayne Cotter.
Thank you. You're very kind. Thank you. I was in New York last week again. I haven't been there for a while. I got to see my family. We went out to eat. My family, the worst customers. My grandmother, this is cold. I'm not going to eat this. Take it back. It's cold. That's ice cream, Grandma. My dad is so obnoxious. Reads the wine list. He doesn't know anything about wine. Tries to pronounce the French. We'll have the witay. Yes, that's white, sir. My dad told me you go to a restaurant, you can't pay the check, they make you wash dishes. How does a restaurant get their money back by having you wash dishes? Fire the dishwasher? Guy goes home, honey, lost my job, some guy couldn't pay. But don't worry, I'll take you out for dinner, not pay. I'll be working again. I've been underweight my whole life and heard this from everybody. You know, you're so thin, I bet you can eat whatever you want. You must pack it away, I bet you gorge yourself. I always say yes, you know, because it's common knowledge. Skinny people eat like pigs, and fat people never touch food. Fat people very quick to tell you about this. I just look at food, I gain weight. It's a dangerous condition to walk around in. You go into a supermarket, you can't get out. Somebody says that, just whip out a piece of cheesecake, watch their seams burst open right in front of you. I just look at food right before I suck it into my face. My brother tried those chocolate diet candies, you know, those little AIDS, yeah. Really? Really? You think the people that make those are a little upset? Boy, talk about a marketing nightmare. I don't believe they named a fatal disease after us. Why couldn't it be Doritos? Or at least a candy that already sounds like a disease. Goobers. You think AIDS got a bad name for a candy? How about Trident gum? You know what Trident means in Latin? 3 teeth. It does. Time for sugarless, huh? Who wants gum? I do, I do. My brother's working in an office now. Well, that's tough, you know, office work. 'Cause you know the hard part? You keep walking past the same people in the hallway all day long. Nobody knows what to say. You know what I mean? 9 in the morning, you see somebody, hi, good morning, how are you? Half an hour later, you walk past the same person, tone it down, hi, good morning, how are you? By the afternoon, we need a word that means, I know I saw you already, I didn't want to see you again, but here you are. We had dumb toys as kids. Play money. Play money. Look nothing like real money. Giant bills. They're purple. There's a chicken in the middle. Then in little letters, not legal money. Like you might bring one of these in a store, they're going to notice the fine print after they miss the purple chicken. Of course, the cashiers are such morons, so we don't take Canadian money. My brother and I always fought. My younger brother used to poke me. He'd always poke. And I'd complain, Mom, he's bothering me. He's poking me. She never took it seriously. What's the big deal? I said, Mom, what's the big deal? Try this, Mom. See how this feels. Finally, after years, she made a rule. She said to him, don't touch your brother. I was so relieved, too, until he came around. I'm not touching you. Just ignore me. Mom, I'm not touching him. Now, you know this hurts more than touching. There's electron beams coming off of these things. Flew in from New York to be here. Why do they give you coffee on airplanes? Is that what you need? You're cooped up for hours and hours? Fifth cup? Thanks. Can I jog in the aisle for a while? Oh, I'll wear my seatbelt. I love being wired out of my skull and strapped down to a chair. Then they start with the announcements on the plane. The cabin is pressurized for your comfort. Since when is breathing a luxury? I thought the ticket would include the air. I keep thinking about this now because my brother is going out with a stewardess. They get a big kick out of this. She's not the brightest girl. She's stewardess for a cargo airline. Woman walks down the aisle between packages, more string. Like... I'm always having an accident. I'm always breaking something. It doesn't matter. I broke my refrigerator. I was defrosting it with a sharp implement. I was in there hacking away with that compass, and I was just... No, I was using a knife, but you think you're on an Arctic dig or something, and there's a package of peas may still be alive in there. And you find things you had no idea. Oh, that's where I left the Shroud of Turin. I broke the refrigerator. The repairman came. This moron actually says it's $1,100 to fix it or $400 for a new one. Well, let me think that over. I'll get back to you on that. That's a tough call. New refrigerator comes. You know those egg holes in the door? You know how many I got? 10. I come home from the supermarket. I have to eat 2 eggs immediately. They always do this. Hot dogs, 12 in a package. Buns, 8. Yes. Now I'm standing in the supermarket trying to figure out the lowest common denominator. Jeez, I never thought I'd have a use for this. I never should have written in that book, Math Sucks. When does that come out? 24 packages of hot dogs. Have a huge cookout now, right? I like barbecue. Summertime, it's humid, it's hot, it's 100 degrees. Let's build a fire. That's what I say. My dad always had to make the fire. Mr. Know-It-All. Let me build the fire. I know just how to arrange the briquettes geometrically. Oh, you're a whiz, Dad. We never would have thought of a pile. No. Always handing out advice, my dad. Oh, you're throwing away that chair? All it needs is 4 legs and a back. Dad, it's a tray. Had a mouse in my house. He started in, mouse, get a cat to kill the mouse. Like I want Wild Kingdom in my kitchen. I don't want to see the food chain demonstrated in my home. Cats are psychotic. Why do cats always decide suddenly, for no reason, they have to be in another room urgently? I'm supposed to be in the living room. Bang! And they go. A nervous breakdown with these relaxing pets around the house. Then they rub on your leg. Love you. Means a lot from a cat. They do the same thing to the coffee table. You too. People with fat cats never admit it. Oh, he's not fat. That's just fur. Come on, I almost sat on the thing. I thought it was a beanbag chair. My brother had the worst pet of all, a hamster. Thing got sick. He took it to the vet. It's like bringing a disposable lighter in for repair. Thank you very much. You guys have been terrific.
I don't know if I can trust him. I know who's coming up next. Our next All-Star is a man whose rapier wit has been likened to a rapier wit. And he has a healthy comedy philosophy. If you can't laugh at yourself, make fun of other people. He's appeared on The Late Show with Joan Rivers, Nightlife with David Brenner, The Merv Griffin Show, and he's just completed a pilot for CBS. Please give a warm and friendly welcome to a guy who admits he doesn't deserve it, the pit bull of comedy, Mr. Bobby Slayton.
Oh my God, what a night. Liberace has played this room, Elvis Presley played this room, and Alan Thicke has played this room. You know, it's funny, a couple of the other guys were talking about going back to New York, you know, Wayne and Mark, and visiting their family. 3 weeks ago, my parents came out to see me in L.A. I just had a daughter 2 months ago, and they came out. It was an accident. The kid was an accident. I mean, I love her, but you should not applaud an accident. I mean, if 2 cars crashed, hey, that's great. Is anybody dead? No, I'm not. Wait, don't groan. I love my daughter, but I'm just trying to tell you kids at home. You know, at the time, my wife was using a diaphragm, and it just didn't work. You know, knowing these little sperm, they just talk their way right past Checkpoint Charlie. But anyway, so 2 weeks ago, my folks come out to L.A. to visit me and my wife, and they've never seen my house before. And as much as I love my folks, I try to get back at them for all the crap they pulled on me when I was a kid. The first night they were out, my wife is making dinner. And as we're sitting down at the kitchen table, I said, Dad, you know, before we eat, you're going to have to do an impression of a chicken. And when he said, an impression of a chicken, why? Why? Because it's my house. I said so, that's why. This is my roof. These are my rules. Because I don't have to give you a reason. If you don't like it, you go eat somewhere else. And don't go in the living room. That's for company. And then we drove around L.A. for like an hour until my mother had to go to the bathroom so badly. And I said, yeah? Well, why didn't you go before we left the house? If you knew you had to go. You know, it's funny. 2 months ago, we had this kid, and my wife is still trying to get back into shape. Because like most pregnant women, she ate a lot. She used that women's excuse. Well, you know, I'm eating for 2. Yeah, I know, honey, but the other one's not Orson Welles. It's a tadpole this big. You have 1 olive. You fill him up for a week. I love my wife very much, but sometimes, you know, that's why comics talk about men and women, because sometimes I just don't know if we're even meant for each other. You know, it's like farmers and sheep. I mean, they mate, but does that mean they're compatible? I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. I mean, you know, think about it. I mean, men and women, we're the same species, but we're like 2 different appliances. You know, it's like household appliances. Here's a great example, especially when it comes to sex. You know, men are like microwaves. 8 seconds, we're done. Yeah, women, you laugh. You're like a fucking crock pot. 8 days, 7 nights. Simmering in your own juices. Honey, I have no more feeling in my jaw. Can we continue this tomorrow? What do you say? And that's why a lot of comics talk about sex. You know, they say that men reach their sexual peak at 17, and women reach it in their 30s. Now, I don't think that's fair. I'm in my 30s, and I still love sex, but first, I want to see what's on cable. You know, I can get laid anytime. If I'm paying $10 a month for Showtime, I want to see Predator. And it's so true. People put too much of an importance on sex. You know, I love my wife, and I love sex, and I'll tell you something right now, and a lot of you guys aren't going to understand this, but I think a lot of times a great meal is better than great sex. And let me explain this to you. No, okay, you guys are never getting laid. Let me explain it to you, boys, all right? Let me explain. This isn't the Donahue show, all right? We don't need any feedback. All right, look at it. Okay, let me explain. Let's say the average person, the average guy, eats 3 meals a day. All right, now let's just say, for argument's sake, you have sex 3 times a week. Now, let's put the shoe on the other foot. Let's say things were reversed. Let's say you had sex 3 times a day and you only ate 3 times a week. Now, I think at the end of that week, a really good dinner is going to look a lot more appealing than a really good blowjob. I mean, come on, now think about it. Think about it for 1 second, fellas. Now, you're horny. Okay, you're horny, guys. There's no women around. You can go in the bathroom, take an issue of Playboy, go, you come out 2 seconds later, you're satisfied. All right? But if you're hungry, there's no food around, you can't take off your clothes, go into a room. Hey, I'm stuffed. And like I said, I love my wife very much. She's sitting here tonight, and I shouldn't really talk about it. But you know, after you've been married for like a year, things are coming up in my life that I've never expected before. It's like the other night, my wife says to me, honey, why don't we try something new in the bedroom? What do you mean new? What do you want? What? You want me to like parasail off the dresser into the bed? What do you want to do new? I just got a new TV. You do me, I do you. We turn on the tube. That's it. Game's over. She says to me, no, I want to discuss your sexual fantasies. I said, why? You're not in any of them. It's funny, here we are, the High Sierra, lovely Lake Tahoe. I know a lot of you guys and gals work up here. You know, after the show tonight, I'm going to try for the first time in my life to learn craps. You know, I'm a blackjack player. Now, let me tell you something. I've been here for 2 days. And for the last 2 days, there's been some woman sitting in a slot machine. You know, if you ever go to Vegas or Reno or Tahoe or Atlantic City, it doesn't matter. But you ever, like, wake up in the morning and there's some woman that's been sitting there for days on that lucky slot machine. And she's been just working that arm out. And she has an arm like Rambo from working it out for like a week. You know, the other one's like withered away like an old tomato plant because she hasn't used it in a year. And she's just sitting there doing this. You know, you're doing this, you might as well just stay home and do this. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Actually, you know what the difference is? This pays off. Hey, you guys have been great. Thanks a lot. I'll see you later. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks.
So what do you think? Do they have the right guys so far? It's great to see you people enjoy these artists so much tonight because we all experience our share of rejection along the way. Yes, along the way to Lake Tahoe. I personally took the gold medal for rejection back in 1964. Yes, there was this late night show that went on against Johnny Carson and off against Johnny Carson. Yeah, it was called Thicke of the Night. They said it couldn't be done, and I was the guy they chose to prove it. Oh, sure, you applaud now. If you've been watching the damn thing, I'd still be on there. So I was having breakfast over at the International House of Has-Beens when Growing Pains called. I'm a happy guy now, and I'm happy to say that these performers tonight are long past their rejection periods. In fact, our next comic is an award-winning video filmmaker with a bachelor's degree in TV production. From Detroit, here is comedy all-star Tim Allen.
Oh. Well, nice. How the heck are you? Pretty damn good. Thanks for asking. Well, I feel pretty good tonight because I saw my brothers this last week. I got 7 of them, and, well, I guess I realized that men are pretty much pigs, and I hate to admit it, but I think you women will realize it. You'll admit it if I ask you men are pigs, right? Yeah, it's just too damn bad we own everything. Oh, just kidding, I'm kidding. I think I hurt myself just then. No, my mom called us pigs, little kids. She said, you're little pigs. All you do is shit and eat. That's all you do. Don't speak to me. Grunt like the pigs you are. She figured men should just speak like that. All you need is 3 things, according to my mom. You don't think your old man grunts? You give him a thick steak. You like that, honey? You want more butter, or is that the milk? My mom said the only reason men are alive is for lawn care and vehicle maintenance. Think about it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know it's true. This year I bought my first lawn tractor. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I got the John Deere 160. Yeah. 11-horse twin-cylinder hydrostatic drive. Yeah. 42-inch blade rear bagger. Yeah. Headlights in case I want to mow that fucker at night, I guess. I have that option. Why do they put them on there? And then they deliver it. And all my neighbors are nosy. They're out there looking at it, you know, 6 guys. The sorry thing is, I understood him, and it bothered me for a while, but, you know, you got to live with this kind of stuff, folks. My mom said to be a man, you got to know how to deal with Sears. I love Sears. Oh, yeah. I go in that Craftsman tool department, my genitals start to swell. Yeah, bright, shiny Craftsman tools, lifetime guarantee. Don't get any better than this, man. Yeah. And I'm buying shit I don't even need now, you know. Money's rolling in and shit. I got a gear puller. I don't know what it is. I don't know. 1188 looks good on that pegboard. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That there's the altar to a man. Oh, look at that. $3,800 you'll never touch. Who cares? The trouble I have is late at night, I like my liquor, watch this hotel room, that home shopping thing. Boy, that's tools from hell, folks. Tools from hell. Guy came on and said, eliminate the worry of sharpening scissors at home. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, let's forget about Ethiopia for a minute. Yeah. Here's a major problem. I bought it. Yeah. $88, boy. I had that Ren 2000 delivered. Yeah. I heard the UPS truck coming. I love that thing. Ooh. Oh. Ah. We smell each other's butts. He gives me the box. Manly thing. I love boxes. You open them real slow. You get that new machine smell. That should be a cologne for men. Craftsman number 5. Tim, you smell like a vice grip. Yeah, I do. Yeah. And what do? You got all that styrofoam packing, that popcorn. I save it. Yeah. Looks too valuable. I save it, bring it out fourth quarter, real boring football games. These old drunk friends of mine, they don't know what they're eating. Yeah. Boy, has this been out a while? Next day, they're all shitting coolers. Jesus. Hell yeah. Oh, cut it out. Leave me alone. Instructions. You got to read instructions. Women never read instructions. They're too smart. You could order a nuclear reactor for your home. I think I could figure it out, honey. Well, I think I fucked something up. Here, you deal with it now. Oh, yeah. Well, I get my Ren 2000 out of the old box. It says attach firmly to your workbench. Use the adjustable suction cup legs. Uh-huh. I don't have a workbench. But I think we all know where I'm going to get one, don't we? Sears, you're damn right. Yeah. There's more for your life at Sears. Damn right. Yeah, I popped out to Sears, got the 164 cubic inch workbench shop made area. Yeah. 12-foot, 300-pound bench in a box this big. Those 3 words I hate to see, some assembly required. Oh, no. You can hurt yourself, but I don't have any tools. So I think you all know where I went. Sears, you're goddamn right, Sears, boy. There's more for your fucking life at Sears, man. Boy, I bought some tools that day. Yeah. I had to rent a Ryder truck. Boy, I backed up to Sears and I bought some fucking tools, boy. I got needle-nosed crescent monkey motherfuckers, boy. I got ratchet driving, three-quarter socket, flexible head, steel tube, and chrome molded jig, circular script, cross cut, fuck you up. Ah, ha, ha, ha. I got tools that fix tools, boy. I got every goddamn tool they make. And I have plenty of duct tape. Yeah. If you can't fix it, duck it. Cured that little problem with the dog right away. Best tool I bought was that big cowhide belt, that big goddamn thing. Carry all your tools around. 2 cordless drills hanging low, boy. Walk around the house like a gunslinger. Come on, bitch, break something. Oh, and she's always pissed. That woman's always pissed. Because I got to go to the kitchen to get shit, you know. I show her, barter for food, I bring her something.
Did you walk on that floor?
Huh?
Did you walk on the kitchen floor? Everywhere you go, you make the goddamn house dirty.
Yeah, I do, yeah.